I got a unit here locked out on a refrigerant alarm. So I'm just gonna reset the power to the head. And I got gauges on the condenser. Once I reset this back, turn it back on, I'll go out there and see. I got pressure. Standing pressure is 185. So I'll let the compressor come on and see what's going on. Possible restriction, I don't know yet. So alright, turn this back on. Alright, let's go outside real quick. Standing pressure 185. Two different units. I'm working on this one. So I like how they have the fan on this side and this side swapped. So it's back here. Look how you have to get to that. I mean, not very much clearance here. Yeah, very smart. I like that. Compressor's not on yet. Give it a minute. Come on, guy. This one just came on. I need this one to come on. That didn't sound that good. Start it. I think these units are from 2018. Carrier serial number 4118. 2018. Da-da-da-da. Oh, there we go. High side is not really doing much. RF suction, same thing. Sounds like garbage, more like a garbage disposal. I would say this compressor is shot. Not doing a damn thing. Heard some spinning, scroll spinning in there. I don't know. I would think this compressor is still under warranty, so I'm gonna call up Carrier and get a new compressor. And then I gotta set this elevated about 8 feet up off the ground. This should be a good one. So let me get my ring and see what I can get and get this compressor out of here. So before I start recovering all this refrigerant out of this unit that I already showed you earlier, I'm going to do a quick acid check with this little tester. Basically, you just put this on the suction line and let the oil go across this little paper right here. And if the paper changes color, then it's acidic. I already got my recovery set up, so I'm just going to check that real quick and then start recovering. That way I know if it is acidic, then I'm going to have to do a flush on this unit. If it's not acidic, then I just recover, and then I'll end up not using that same refrigerant that I'm recovering. I always like to put virgin refrigerant in, especially 410 when it's widely available. So just put some new in there and then just turn in the old stuff. So do a quick test right now. I don't know how accurate these quick testers are. I've used them a couple times, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right? So discharge line, suction line. You're going to hold it for 2 seconds. Just get it right on the Schrader. Go. Blast the camera a little bit. But I'm not seeing any color change. It's definitely saturated in there. And I'm also checking this because this compressor mechanically is shot. So let me light the camera. So, but yeah, this looks like it's checking out. So I'm gonna start recovering, get the refrigerant out of here, and then take this compressor out and put a new one in. Let's do it. All right, so I'm done recovering. And this unit on the data plate says 6 pounds, 5 ounces, and I got about pretty much 5 pounds out of it. It's 4 pounds, 15.7 ounces. So this thing is undercharged a little bit. You know, I'm not an expert on VRF or mini split type systems, but what I do know is they are a critical charge kind of unit, meaning overcharged or undercharged will have an effect. And it's always good to go off of the charge per the manufacturer specs on the unit itself, because trying to take superheat and subcooling readings, or since it's a variable refrigerant flow system, it's going to be all crazy. So it's always good to just go off of whatever the unit says as far as how much refrigerant is in the system. So this thing was undercharged about 1 pound or so. Now how I'm gonna do the compressor here, since I'm up on a ladder, I'm not gonna go and sweat these out because I'm up on the ladder. I don't want to lose my balance with a torch in my hand, so I'd rather just cut right here and cut right here, pull it out. When I put it back in, I'll just put a slip coupling over and braze here and here, and then just I can re-braze down on the ground fittings in here, and then just line it up here when I get it in. It'll make it way easier. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get it out. All right, I got the compressor out. Listen to this. Yeah, definitely killed itself. Bunch of loose parts in there rattling around. I don't know if it's the scrolls, what. I gotta take this back in. They're not gonna let me keep it, so I can't open it and see exactly what's wrong with it for warranty stuff. So I have to go take it back, like I said, get a new one. I got taped up, sealed the copper lines. Now I can come back and put it in. All right, but yeah, this thing's definitely toasted. And when I do a startup, I'm gonna have to, you know, just check pressures and see what's going on. Man, it's hard to believe that this thing just freaking self-destructed like this. So we'll find out though. All right, that's one thing I like about using these Titan yellow jacket gauges is this pressure hold test. Right now it's about to count down. It was a 5-minute countdown, and see, it passed. And you can adjust the percent and the pressure and the timer on what you want it to when it's testing. And it's got this cool graph. It'll show you if you're having a decrease in pressure or not. But once you complete that time, it'll give you a pass or fail. And that's one cool thing that these gauges, I don't use these very often, but I've had them for a while. I mean, when they first came out, but around that time, that's when I kind of transitioned over to the probes. But this is something really cool that I like on this set here that's got this feature. But yeah, I mean, I got my welds checked, obviously checking out good. So gonna go ahead and take the nitro out, put it in a vacuum, and get ready to charge it up. All right, so I got it all brazed in. Added a coupling right here. I brazed this section outside first. I lifted the compressor up. I already had this fitting and this piece on. So I just added a coupling here to connect right here. Another coupling. Put a new filter dryer. Already pressure tested. Everything's checking out. Gonna have to go and now put in a vacuum, charge it, tighten these down, fire it up, and we'll see what's going on. So right now I got the system in a decay test. If you never used the AccuTools app with a micron gauge, this is just the micron gauge, so it's only showing just micron levels. On the other ones, it shows you your decay rate, seconds, and it's like temperature and saturation temperature. But I've had this at it was like 4 something microns, and for about 14 minutes. Here's my decay test. As you can see, the graph slightly going up, so this showing an indication that it's leak free, but there's probably still some moisture in there, which I'm using the Fieldpiece vacuum pump, and it's showing me that it's pretty foggy. So, and that was clean oil that was in this pump, so definitely some moisture in the system. So I'm gonna have to take it out of decay and let it pull down a little bit more for a little longer, and then we should be pretty good. And then I'm gonna charge the unit up, and we should be ready to rock. Quick little review over. I use this Milwaukee pack out. It's like a little toolbox. I guess that's what they call it. A pack out toolbox. It's not the other pack outs where you lock them together. This one can lock though. But I use this for my evacuation process. I got my fittings here, gaskets, micron gauge, core tools. I got my hoses down in there, other micron gauge. But yeah, it's nice and organized in here, and this thing locks up. It's nice and sealed. But yeah, it's a nice little setup that I like to use for the vacuum process here. But yeah, we'll move on to letting it pull down a little bit, and then I'll charge the unit up, and then we'll do a little quick startup with some pressures and see what's going on. But other than that, everything looks good. So I don't see why this unit wouldn't start up good. But I just want to double verify on our pressures when that compressor comes on that we're good. But all right, let's move on. All right, I got the compressor fired up. Took an inrush measurement, 48.78. Compressor lock rotor. .9. So startup was okay. Check our amps real quick. We're at 8. That's our start. Our run, we're at 8. And our running load here's 10.9. So far we're looking good as far as compressor startup, and right now on a load. I really like this amp probe meter. I mean, it's pretty much got everything on here. It takes inrush, does hertz, it'll tell you 3-phase sequence, and it'll tell you motor rotation. I mean, it goes up to 60 kiloohms for your resistance testing. It does milliamps. I'm sorry, not milliamps, microamps. I don't know if it does milliamps. I don't think so. No, only microamps. Diode, capacitance. It's a great meter. I really like it. The one thing though is the temperature doesn't work on here for some reason. That's the only thing. See, when I click over to go to temperature, there's nothing. I have to turn it off. But if I turn it back on, I'm good. Oh, there it goes. See, like, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. For some reason, I don't know. And then it like freezes. And then I gotta turn it off and turn it back on. But I mean, other than that, I'm not really using this for temperature, but. And then it's also got a volt checker that you can check for live, basically like a electrical wand or a tester. You just take it up to something and see if it'll beep. So yeah, pretty cool meter. I mean, it was like 200 some bucks. Not bad. But I was gonna button this up, zip tie it back up, put the panel on, and that's about it. It's cooling pretty good in there in the room. pressures here. This condenser also has it's got a fan. Let me show you. If you see that box right there, basically it's a fan control, and so it'll cycle, it'll dip out the fan speed on this to maintain certain pressure, well actually temperature, line temperature, I'm sorry. It doesn't have a tap on that, it just has a it's taking a reading off the line temp. But yeah, so this thing is looking pretty good. Said the room in there is cooling really good. I have it on the medium fan speed, but yeah, so that's a compressor change on a Carrier mini split. Not too bad. And also because I had to add like a pound of charge, and if you guys don't use these, you should. Definitely helps out so you don't liquid slug the compressor when you're adding some charge in. That'd be my little tech tip for when you're doing a charge for 410A, is adding this. It's from Yellow Jacket. I think I have that paper in here. Part number 41123. But yeah, definitely get that. Definitely gonna need it for 410A. But other than that, that's it. See you on the next one.